This orange-head motherfucker just canceled the signing of a bipartisan bill. It's called the 21st Road Housing Act. It is supposed to build affordable housing for American citizens.
And this president campaigned on America first, no more senseless wars, and I'm going to bring prices down immediately. He said immediately. Well, guess what? He's done the opposite of all of that.
During this term, which he isn't even halfway through yet, he has somehow managed to accumulate an additional $4 billion, while the American people continue to get destroyed by inflation.
You know what I really love? I love the inflation. They want a lot of communists to come in. I'm saying it a little bit differently, but the people that they're pushing are communists, and this country is not going to have communists. Thank you very much. The election was rigged. It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in
never
California.
Presented evidence
It's happening
that the
right
2020
now in
election
California.
As long as Donald Trump is in office, things will surely stay unaffordable for the everyday American. This is the same guy just a couple weeks ago claims he loves inflation.
You know what I really love? I love the inflation. You know why? Because as soon as this war is over, you know, I can say it now. Something you didn't know. Do you know we've been taking out millions of barrels of oil? Nobody knows it. You know who doesn't know about it? Iran, until right now.
I have yet to see anything this man has done for the American people. Most people will argue that he's only made things worse.
Trump started a war, and he's made things worse than before. You got a commander-in-chief who doesn't seem to know how to give orders correctly and who doesn't know how to plan an operation. He started off by saying that he wanted regime change in Iran so that he could support the democracy protesters. Well, guess what? He got regime change, except now we have a younger, more brutal Ayatollah than the doddering 80-year-old that was there in the first place. We've taught Iran that they can charge $1 million per ship to go through the Gulf, which means we've made Iran richer than before. Now, Iran is demanding that we recognize their sovereignty over the entire Gulf, not something that they had claimed prior to this. And this president campaigned on America first, no more senseless wars, and I'm going to bring prices down immediately. He said immediately. Well, guess what? He's done the opposite of all of that.
Causing us billions of dollars, maxing out inflation. I think it's very obvious that Trump is only looking out for one person, and that's Trump. But anyway, I'm Jay. Appreciate you for stopping by. Consider hitting like, subscribe, and joining the tribe if you're new. Now, let's get to this video. So Donald Trump has declared a national emergency. Or that's what he's calling it. Not a real emergency. Just the type of emergency that happens when he don't get his way. This so-called national emergency just seems like propaganda from the last Maga hat standing. They want to bully Democrats into voting to pass this stupid Save America Act, which will require voters to show further proof of citizenship before voting. So although you have already registered using the voters registration form, he wants further documentation. It's just another attempt to disenfranchise particular groups. This is all this is, okay? He wants to keep certain people from voting. Now, Trump claims his reasoning behind this is because he feels that Democrats are rigging the polls. The Republicans have won the last 2 out of 3 elections. Talk about low IQ. I think this comes from his own paranoia. Some would say it's because he feared losing the midterm, and they may be right. I think this is all just a way to put a legal action in motion for future white America. You know, the racist ones, not regular Americans who just so happen to be white. In my opinion, it's just a way to fight the population decline of the white American race. A dwindling Republican Party, you know, the white genocides that they always yapping about.
There is a white genocide, and you know what the white genocide is? We are experiencing a lower birth rate as white people, but we are being invaded by immigrants. There'd be no white genocide if there were no immigrants. The country would just shrink.
It's crazy for someone like this, bro. This man right here is a goofball, okay? This is clear proof that being well-spoken is not a measuring stick for intelligence. This man is a victim. There's no such thing as white genocides. There has never been a such thing as white genocides. You can't blame your population dwindling down because you're not having enough sexual activities, or it's harder for you to reproduce on other cultures or other races of people, bro. This is ridiculous. Trump knows that minorities will eventually outpopulate white voters who are against democracy. Kind of how we saw in South Africa. So maybe this is just another attempt to preserve the white power structure here in America. I don't know. I just feel like it's more to it. So again, in my opinion, this is the reason behind things such as ICE and the redrawing of districts. This is the reason behind some things, not all, because his greed still takes center stage. During this term, which he isn't even halfway through yet, he has somehow managed to accumulate an additional $4 billion, while the American people continue to get destroyed by inflation. So it continues to get worse. Okay, not quite that bad. So House makers passed this affordable house bill. It's called the 21st Century Road to Housing Act. House makers passed the Affordable Act by 358 to 32 vote Tuesday, reflecting widespread agreement on the need to help Americans face housing affordability challenges. The bill seeks to expand the supply of homes and will lower costs while also giving individual buyers a leg up by banning large institutional investors from purchasing single-family homes. So here you have Democrats and Republicans coming together not only to increase housing supply, but to restrict corporations from buying up these properties, raising the rent through the roof. You know, we need this, bro. We need this. We need more togetherness. And this was a good purpose to come together. But Donald J. Trump, your president, okay? Your president, decides that the Save America Act is more important.
This orange-head motherfucker just canceled the signing of a bipartisan bill. It's called the 21st Road Housing Act. It is supposed to build affordable housing for American citizens. It limits corporations from buying single-family homes, helps small lenders and credit unions give out more loans so people like us could get fucking housing for the first time in our goddamn lives. It would extend housing programs, update disaster recovery programs, and update federal housing policies. And he canceled it because he wants to hold it hostage for the Save America Act. You know, the Save America Act that would make it harder for eligible voters to actually vote, especially married women. Because who has their social security card or their birth certificate walking around in their fucking back pocket? You know, the Save America Act that would affect low-income voters, rural voters, the elderly, and some minority communities? Yeah, he said he wants that shit passed before we get affordable housing. When is the time? I'm really asking, like the clock is ticking, but that bitch not moving fast enough for me. Y'all Etsy witches are not working fast enough.
The war is going very well. As you know, we're winning by a lot. Iran is making very big concessions. We'll see what happens, but it's been very, very, very powerful. It's going very, very well.
Bro, this nigga ain't even answering the questions that they asking. He talking about a goddamn war. Bro, this nigga is so fucked up in the head. They talk about low IQ. Those white people who love Donald Trump, them racist ones, they always talking about IQ. IQ this, IQ that. This motherfucker got an IQ of 20. Like, this motherfucker IQ is 20. For real. He not even on topic. And he's delusional. So he cancels this bipartisan bill on affordable housing, stating that he will not sign it until the Save America Act bill is passed. Now, this even caught some of his supporters off guard because they were up on Capitol Hill praising him and praising this bill. They was for sure it was going to be signed because this is what he claimed he wanted. But he didn't want that. No. He didn't want that.
Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social, quote, "Today's housing news conference and signing is hereby canceled until such time as we pass the desperately needed Save America Act, which I consider to be a national emergency." It was followed by 2 pictures of the reflecting pool. It was so weird and last minute that even Republicans were caught flat-footed. They were in the middle of a press conference where they were publicly in front of the press championing the bill and applauding Donald Trump for his help in getting it passed. It caused the ever-loyal House Speaker Mike Johnson to actually voice some exasperation with his dear leader, Donald Trump. Watch that.
I talked to him about it this morning, about an hour before he made that announcement. I convinced him that I thought that housing fulfills his priorities and is good policy.
He's not making life easier for businesses. You guys are going to have a big signing.
I brought it in to bring it up. We're doing our job.
We're doing our job. Speaker Johnson is just the latest Republican, though, to let his exasperation with Donald Trump spill into public view as Donald Trump delivers today's unforced error. The 4 Republicans breaking with their colleagues yesterday and voting on a resolution directing an end to Donald Trump's deeply unpopular war in Iran, a war which is causing some to defect from Donald Trump's political party entirely. Earlier this week, Marjorie Taylor Greene did just that. She announced that she is joining Tucker Carlson in his decision to leave the GOP. It is in no small part because of Donald Trump's war with Iran. It's a trend that is likely to continue as new polling shows just how deeply unpopular that war is with the American people. As we reported last hour, less than a quarter of Americans, 24%, believe the war with Iran has been worth the costs. Just 34% of Americans approve of Donald Trump's handling of his presidency overall. What would be a 5-alarm fire for any normal president seems unlikely to break through with Donald Trump, who instead posted this on Truth Social in all caps, quote, "My real poll numbers are the highest they have ever been. Thank you, President DJD."
Bro, this man is so out of touch with reality. It's ridiculous. I have never seen somebody so delusional in my life. Either he's delusional or he just really don't give a fuck. I think it's a bit of both. This man is his head is so far stuck up his own ass, bro. He can't even acknowledge when he's doing something bad. He like one of them terrible ass kids. Them little bad ass kids that just continue to do things, bro. They don't care. They don't care about the consequences. They'll deal with them consequences when they get there. That's Donald Trump. Imagine being on Capitol Hill bragging for this dude, and then he turns around and blindsides you. Now, the good news is this bill will likely be passed anyway, all due to it being bipartisan. I read that if he don't sign it in 10 days, then it will become law. So we'll see what happens. Now, he may try to veto it, knowing how unpredictable Donald Trump is. You can never really put anything past him. But if he does, then it can easily be overridden. I mean, the Senate voted 85-5, and the House voted, 358 to 32. So by a landslide, bro. It's not even close. Trump is just a drama queen. If it's not about him, then it's not about nothing. And as long as he's in that Oval Office, he's going to continue to make America worse. He will continue to cause more chaos because that's the only thing that's keeping him awake. Let me know how you feel about this down in the comments. But if you stuck around this long, you're already part of the gang now. Drop a hype if you're on mobile, and I will catch you on the next one.